What's up, YouTube? This is Sage Valentine and welcome to my channel. This is my recap and review of CBS's Big Brother Season 21, episode number 16. Leave me your comments below in the comment section. Also sign up for TV Code so you can go live with me on Tuesdays and we can chat all about Big Brother. This upcoming Tuesday, I am moving my time up early from 7 p.m. to 1 p.m. so that I can chat with you guys before I go and do what I need to do on that day. I can't possibly go out and do something without talking to you guys about Big Brother, because I'm sure a lot of stuff is going to happen this weekend, especially after the HOH competition. So check the description box below. Sign up for the app. It's free. You can get on there. You can chat. You already have, what, 2, 3 Valentines from this channel who have signed up, and I will get a list of those names in a minute. Not a minute, but I'm gonna have you guys out yourselves and remind me of who is signed up for the channel, because I know it's like 2 or 3 of you, and I'm so glad that you guys did sign up. I'm glad that you enjoyed Tuesday's live. I hope the rest of you, even the lurkers, sign up and you all just join the conversation. You can even, you know, kind of call in and video chat with me and we can talk all about Big Brother. It is what it is, but let's get down to this review slash recap. Recap slash review. So Holly's the HOH. Sam and Nick are the nominees. Both Sam and Nick agree that they gotta win veto or they're going home. Nick is not shocked that he was nominated. He knew it was coming after Bella left. Holly says that Nick is the target, and basically by getting rid of him, she's going to get rid of another former ally, or so she thought. Nick is talking to Sam. He says that Sam needs to pick someone he can beat in the veto competition, and hopefully if either of them end up winning, like if Sam wins or Nick wins, the replacement for whichever one wins goes home. That's not how that's going to go. Now, Cliff and Jessica and Nicole are chatting about everything that's going on in the house, which is pretty funny considering that Cliff and Jessica are on the side of the majority alliance. So they're buddy-buddy with them, and yet they're still talking to Nicole, so they're kind of taking tidbits of what Nicole is saying and bringing it back to the majority alliance, for those of you that don't know. Anyway, Nicole says that maybe that side of the house will end up backdooring their own instead of picking one of us outsiders as a replacement nominee should Sam or Nick win the veto. And Cliff said something's going to happen. We have to be patient. We fans were patient with Cliff last week when he basically dropped the ball and didn't make a big move, and he so should have. He really should have. Because that would have shaken up that majority alliance, because they think that they're safe and everything is fine. So Kat volunteers to be a pawn. She'll play it up. She'll cry. And this way she can hide her bond with Holly. Holly said that Kat's plan is genius and she'll keep her hands clean. I don't know what it is with Big Brother and these like recent house guests and their obsession with keeping their hands clean and not getting blood on their hands and stuff. This is Big Brother. You're going to get blood on your hands, blood on you. You're going to get your fingerprints on everything regardless of what you do in the game. So you might as well just get all bloody and messy when it comes to gameplay. So it's time to pick players for the veto competition. Holly chooses Tommy. Nick chooses Jessica. Sam gets house guest choice. So he chooses Cliff because he believes that he can beat Cliff. And if Cliff wins the veto, he will take him down from the block. I'm just like, I don't know if Cliff will do it at this point. Maybe if this was like a couple weeks ago, but I don't know if he'll do it this point because he and the majority alliance are like this. So if Cliff won, I think there would have been a repeat of the situation where Kimmy had to come to the realization that Sam was not going to use the veto to take her off the block, except instead of Kimmy in that place, it would be Sam coming to the realization that Cliff wouldn't take him off the block. So then Jack is the host of the veto competition. Speaking of the veto competition, Big Brother moved really fast to get straight to that veto. Usually we get like one big segment. They were like, nah, we're going to get to this veto competition. They're moving mighty fast in this episode. Jack looked crazy as Bo Peep. I'm not too keen on the whole animals being chased and aggravated the way that they were aggravated in that segment, those poor sheep. Like, I was okay with the skunk and the little porcupine and the little raccoon and stuff, because they just seemed to be chilling. I wasn't too keen, and that was in the whacktivity competition. I wasn't too keen on the snakes, though. I was a little iffy about those snakes too, because they seemed to be slamming them around. And then I wasn't even keen on the whole thing with the hissing cockroaches, especially when Christy was laughing about how she killed some of them. And I'm just like, Christy, if somebody was slamming against you, I don't think you would find that funny, or punching you, you wouldn't think that was funny. And speaking of the competition also, did Jessica even try to win? Because honestly, it looked like she didn't even try. But she better hurry up, because once they get rid of, say, Sam, then if they get rid of Nicole, honey, Jessica, you're next. There's nobody before you, because if you think they're going to pick Cliff over you to nominate, you're crazy. So Nick won veto, and Tommy was disqualified because he tackled and he hurt a sheep, but Big Brother didn't show that. But I found out that he tackled and he hurt a sheep, and I'm just like, dude, Big Brother, just leave these animals alone, please. So Sam is all emotional. Holly is not looking forward to putting up a replacement. I'm just like, well, you wanted to be HOH, you should have let Sis do it, if it's that hard to put up a replacement. So Christy comes in the room with, I think it's Holly and, I think it was Sis and Tommy. I can't remember who else was in the room. Anyway, she talks about being zen and this is the way things are supposed to go. And I'm just like, when you're on the block, I want to hear all this zen stuff and this stuff, because Chrissy's going to go crazy when she's nominated and she can't use her power. So apparently to Holly, Nicole is sketchy, but she hasn't won anything, so she cannot possibly be a threat if she hasn't won anything. Kat volunteered to be a pawn, and Holly's just like, I don't know what to do. Now Sam tries to talk to Holly, and he tries to talk her into putting up Nicole as a replacement for Nick. Getting her out is a win-win, and if he stays, he won't come after her. Like, come on, Sam. The tea was already spilled on you, and Big Brother didn't show the conversation between Sam, Tommy, Christy, and Jessica, and Jack. Tommy came in later, but I added Tommy in there. Jack was just standing around like he always does in every conversation, and basically everything Sam said in that conversation made him even more suspect. Especially when Jessica was like, no, Sam, you did say this. You did say that. I'm just like, Jessica, stay out of it, seriously. I get that you're trying to keep the target off of you, but stay out of it. Just stop. Seriously. My mom was just like, you know, Jessica has some good gameplay because she's still in the house. Jessica's only in that house because they need a pawn other than Kat. And supposedly Christy is protecting her because Christy wants to take her to the end, because I think Christy thinks she could win over Jessica. It would be hilarious if she took Jessica to the end and Jessica won. But anyway, Holly does not want to take shots against her alliance mates and the ones who are threats within the alliance. But she said if Sam stays, maybe he'll do it. Here we go again with that. Listen. You should take a shot at them before they do it to you. That's what I wrote down in my notes, and it's true. Take a shot at them before they do it to you, because when they do it to you, you won't recover. So Annalise is like, everyone is like, Jackson is running half of Holly's HOH. And Jackson was about to call Christy out. But Holly and Annalise stopped him, because I think Holly, Annalise, and Jackson were all in like the hammock, and Sis was running her mouth like she always does. That's another activity she does besides not bathing and allowing herself to be used physically by Jack. And you're probably saying, Sage, why do you keep talking about that? Because that's literally all her gameplay. Literally. So all of a sudden, Jackson after saying he was going to blow up, and Holly and Sis stopped him, and I'm just like, let him blow up. Let him blow away the monotony in this house, because it's so boring to watch the feeds without anybody arguing and fighting. I'm not talking about fist fighting, I'm talking about the verbal fights. This whole kumbaya thing is getting old fast. So Jackson is talking to Tommy and Christy, and he said that apparently someone claimed that Holly and I are working with Nick and Sam. And I believe that, I think it was Christy, it might have been either Christy or Holly who said something about they had to have a valid reason to get somebody out of the house. And I keep thinking back to Kimmy, and I'm just like, y'all didn't have a valid reason to get her out. Or Ovi. You barely had a valid reason for Bella. And the whole David situation, don't get me started on that. That was just, it was a luck of the draw, but at the same time, the dude thought he was coming back in the game and he got kicked out again. So Holly comes in the room because she's pissed at Jackson. She told him don't talk to them without her being in the room. Anyway, Jackson leaves the room, and Jackson's like, okay, okay, okay. And that segment makes it seem like Holly runs Jackson, and is just like, no. Don't be fooled, casual viewers, don't be fooled. So Holly tells Tommy and Chris what Sis said. And Christy is upset that Sis ran her mouth, and she tells us that in the, did I say Holly? Christy is upset that Sis ran her mouth, and I'm just like, don't, You do the same thing. And in fact, you twist the stories around to make it completely different and make yourself look better like you did with the Sam conversation. So Holly is upset, but she feels better after talking with Christy and Tommy, but she's iffy about Sis, so we see that there's a fracture between Sis and Holly, and Sis has still been mad since the HOH competition. She's still mad. I guess this is her way of dealing with the situation, or should I even call it dealing with the situation? This is her way of, you know, starting a whole bunch of mess. They're right about that. So Holly's iffy about Annalise. And again, the segment acts like Holly runs Jackson. I'm like, no, she doesn't. And then there's another segment that makes it seem like Holly was torn about her replacement choice. No. So Nick decided to save himself with the veto. Holly doesn't know where this person's head is at. Now, this is the part where she's picking the replacement nominee. But all of a sudden, she chooses Kat, and Kat plays along and calls her the B word. Kat is a pawn, and Kat's just like, you know, this situation could go either way. I could either stay or be voted out. Nick is happy and praying that something happens to save Sam. I'm just like, it's not going to happen. Holly is like, it's too soon to go after the targets and the 6-shooters. I was like, you all need to keep playing, because eventually the two threats will turn on you, showmance or not. Sam wants to make Kat spiral out of control so that he will end up safe and she'll go home. Little does he know that Kat is working with Holly and Kat is safe. So Thursday's gonna go the way that it sounds. Sam's gonna go, and then somebody else will win the HOH. I hope it's somebody who's not a 6-shooter. I would love it if it was Nicole who won HOH, because they're gonna try to get her out. Please don't let Jessica win. Oh my gosh. She'll just do whatever the 6-shooters tell her to do. But anyway, Sage Valentine here. That's about it for this recap/review. Check me out tomorrow at 10 p.m. when well, I'm not going to give you the exact time because it's like 10:22 when I'm filming this. But tomorrow when I upload this, I'll make sure to upload this early. You all take care. I love you guys. And TV Co. Tuesday, August 7th at 1 p.m. You, me, we can chat about Big Brother for a whole hour. I love you all. Take care. And until next time. Bye, guys. Love you all. Till tomorrow. Bye.